Hello everyone! How are you today? I hope everybody is fine and safe. I am your teacher, Jem Raymond, and today, ipagpapatuloy natin ang pagtatalakay sa DepEd Memorandum 17 Series of 2025 entitled Interim Guidelines for DepEd Performance Management and Evaluation System for Teachers in the School Year 2024-2025. And this is my fourth video on this DepEd Memorandum. Now, for those who missed my first, second, and third videos about this DepEd Memorandum, you can search it in my YouTube channel. Yung first video ko, na-discuss ko doon ang PEMEST cycle na magiging guide natin sa mga activities na gagawin ng ating mga teachers when it comes to performance management for school year 2024-2025. Yung second video ko, yung part 2 ng video about PEMES naman ay na-present ko doon ang iba't ibang PPST-based objectives na gagamitin ng ating mga proficient teachers or teacher 1 to teacher 7 at highly proficient teachers o yung ating mga master teachers. Yung part 3 naman ng video ko, na-discuss ko doon kung paano i-assess ang mga teachers sa mga classroom observable indicators for teacher 1 to teacher 7 at yung ating mga master teachers. Na-discuss ko din sa part 3 ang mga protocols na gagawin before, during, and after classroom demonstration. For this video, tututukan natin yung mga non-classroom observable indicators or NCOI para sa ating mga proficient or teacher 1 to teacher 7 at highly proficient teachers o yung ating mga master teachers. Ano-ano nga ba yung ipiprepare na means of verifications or MOVs ni teacher? Ilang MOVs ba ang ipapakita ni teacher sa kanyang rater per NCOI o non-classroom observable indicator? Need pa ba i-compile ni teacher ang lahat ng kanyang MOV sa kanyang portfolio at yung portfolio na yon isasubmit ba during the end of the school year? Ang lahat na to, i-discuss natin yan sa video na to.
Hi everyone! Welcome to my channel. My name is Mr. Jem Raymond Chen, Master Teacher 2 from Escalante Central Elementary School. Click like and share if this video tutorial helps you. Don't forget to click subscribe below to keep updated for my future tutorial.
Ang ratee o si teacher, dapat consistent ang pagpapakita niya ng pag-achieve ng mga non-classroom observable indicators or NCOIs sa buong school year. Hindi lamang dapat ngayong fourth quarter ito ipapakita. As teachers, expected na napakita na ng mga teachers ang mga hinihingi o nire-require na mga non-classroom observable indicators sa simula pa lamang ng school year 2024-2025. Ang pagkamit ng mga NCOI o ang pag-achieve ng mga NCOI ay dapat napakita na ni teacher sa kanyang mga teaching and learning activities tulad ng mga learning action cell, yung mga coaching and mentoring sessions, learning programs, and other related and relevant teaching and learning activities na kanyang nakandak na since nagsimula yung school year last year. Expected po na si teacher na magpo-provide ng evidence or proper documentation in his or her demonstration in achieving what is required in each NCOI at hindi na dapat maghintay pa sa katapusan ng taon para i-prepare lahat ng mga documents for NCOI. No need na po ipa-photocopy ang mga documents or means of verifications dahil kahit isang document lang ang ipakita ni teacher sa kanyang rater, ang document na yan ay pwedeng mag-cross-cutting o ibig sabihin, pwede yan magamit sa isa o higit pang NCOI objectives. Ang gagawin na lang ni rater is to assess ang ipapakitang MOV ni teacher using the tool appropriate to the level of the teacher. Na-emphasize po dito, no portfolio per performance assessment shall be collected. So, klaro na po yan. Bagamat need pa magpakita ni teacher ng MOVs, especially sa mga non-classroom observable indicators or objectives, hindi ito kinakailangang ilagay o i-compile sa portfolio kagaya ng mga ginagawa natin sa mga nakalipas na mga school years. On this table, figure number 7, makikita natin yung mga matrix of documentation na kinakailangan ni proficient teacher or teacher 1 to teacher 3. Makikita nga natin dito, ang classroom observation tool rating sheet lang ang need na MOV for objective 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. For proficient teachers o yung ating mga teacher 1 to teacher 3. Pwedeng isa o dalawang rating sheets lang ang gagamiting MOV for these 8 classroom observable indicators. Kung naalala ninyo sa mga naunang video ko on PEMES, may option si teacher na isa o dalawang CO ang kanyang gagawin. Kaya, kung isang CO lang yung nagawa niya, edi isang rating sheet lang ang ipapakita niya. Pero kung dalawang classroom observations yung nagawa niya, of course, dalawang rating sheets ang pwede niyang MOV na ipapakita sa kanyang rater. Now, for objective number 2, which is the use of research-based knowledge and principles of teaching and learning to enhance professional practice or PPST Indicator 1.2.2, ito yung unang objective na non-classroom observable indicator for proficient teacher. So, nakikita natin sa table na to, isa or dalawang MOV lang ang kinakailangang ipakita ni teacher sa kanyang rater. Pwede itong lesson plan, lesson exemplars, activity sheet, assessment materials, basta may annotation lang na naglalarawan kung paano nagamit ang research-based knowledge and principles sa kanyang pagtuturo. Now, kung paano i-rate si teacher 1 to teacher 7 on this objective, makikita yan sa classroom observation tools for proficient teachers. At ito yon. Gagawan ko ito ng separate video para mas lalo nyo pang maintindihan how to get high ratings for this particular objective. For next NCOI, that is objective number 10 for proficient teachers or to ating teacher 1 to teacher 7. Ito yung adopt and implement learning programs that ensure relevance and responsive to the needs of all learners, or this is PPST Indicator 4.3.2. Isang MOV lang ang need na i-present ni teacher for this objective. Now, if you want to get high rating on this objective, need mo mapakita yung number 1 MOV, which is proof of implementation of learning programs such as progress report or accomplishment report. Kasi, base yan sa CO tool for proficient teacher. So, makikita nga natin dito, rating 5 ang makukuha ni teacher kapag si teacher has implemented contextualized, localized, and indigenized learning programs to ensure relevance and responsive to the needs of all learners, as evidenced in MOV number 1. And of course, nakalagay din dito, need pa din yung annotation para ilarawan ang relevance ng learning programs implemented sa mga needs ng mga learners. For next NCOI, objective number 11, for teacher 1 to teacher 7 pa din, or yung ating mga proficient teacher, this is about maintain learning environments that are responsive to community context, or this is the PPST Indicator 6.1.2. So, isang MOV pa din ang pwedeng i-present ni teacher sa kanyang rater. Now, pero kung gusto ni teacher makakuha ng mas mataas na rating for this indicator, let's say, rating 5, need niya ipakita sa kanyang rater ang MOV number 4, which is the report on the implementation or completion of a program or project and or activity that maintain learning environment responsive to community context. Yan kasi yung nakareflect dito sa classroom observation tool for proficient teachers. So makikita natin dito, the teacher will get rating of 5 if the teacher collaborated with community stakeholders in the implementation, completion of a program, project, and or activity that maintains learning environments responsive to community context as evidenced by MOV number 4. Now, let's have the next NCOI, that's objective number 12 for teacher 1 to teacher 7. Review regularly personal teaching practice using existing laws and regulations that apply to the teaching profession and the responsibilities specified in the Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers or PPST Indicator 6.3.2. Isang MOV lang ang need na i-present ni teacher sa kanyang rater for this objective at wala ng annotation na nakalagay na isa-submit. Makakakuha si teacher ng rating of 5 kapag mapakita niya sa kanyang rater na yung MOV na nasubmit niya ay nagpapakita ng consistent or palagian ang kanyang pagkandak ng review tungkol sa kanyang personal teaching practice gamit yung mga laws and regulations patungkol sa teaching profession at napakita niya na taglay niya or na-demonstrate niya ang mga responsibilities na nakasaad sa Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers. Kahit anong MOV na nakalagay dito, pwede niyang mapakita sa kanyang rater. Now, let's have the next NCOI, Objective 13, for Teacher 1 to Teacher 7 pa din. This is about comply with and implement school policies and procedures consistently to foster harmonious relationships with learners, parents, and other stakeholders. That's PPST Indicator 6.4.2. Isang MOV lang din yung need for this indicator na ipakita sa kanyang rater at walang annotation na kinakailangang isubmit. Now, kung ma-present ni teacher yung MOV number 3 o yung proof of participation or involvement in community partnership, or pwede ring MOV number 4, which is accomplishment report, tapos napakita niya na na-sustained ang engagement ng mga learners, yung parents at yung other stakeholders patungkol sa mga school policies and procedures through school community partnership, makakakuha si teacher ng rating 5. Now, let's have the last NCOI or Objective 14 ng ating mga proficient teachers o yung Teacher 1 to Teacher 7. Ito yung adopt practices that uphold the dignity of teaching as a profession by exhibiting qualities such as caring attitude, respect, and integrity. And that is PPST Indicator 7.2.2. So, isang MOV din ang need i-present ni Rati sa kanyang rater for this objective. Isang MOV lang at walang annotation na required to submit. Pero kung wala sa list ang MOV na isasubmit o ipapakita ni teacher sa kanyang rater, then that's the time na magpapakita siya ng annotation. Now, better kung MOV number 2 o yung annotated evidence of practice such as documented feedback, remarks, or recognition from the school community about one's qualities. Kapag ito yung kanyang ipinakita, makakakuha siya ng rating of 5 kung mapapakita niya yung MOV2 na nasubmit niya, nagpapakita ito o nagpapatunay ito na sinasabuhay ni teacher ang dignidad ng pagtuturo bilang isang propesyon. Pinapakita nito na taglay ni teacher ang katangiang tulad ng pagmamalasakit, respeto at integridad na kinikilala at pinagtitibay ng iba't ibang stakeholders sa paaralan. Now, punta naman tayo sa mga master teachers. Makikita natin dito na lahat ng mga COIs or Classroom Observable Indicators or Objectives ng ating mga master teachers, isa o dalawang COT rating lang ang pwedeng ma-present sa kanyang rater. And of course, with proof of attendance ng kulig. Yung attendance kasi, nagpapakita ito na may kulig o mentee siya na present during his or her classroom demonstration. Pwedeng isa or dalawang rating sheet ang ipipresent ni teacher sa kanyang rating, depende kung ilang classroom observation ang napili niyang i-conduct for the 4th quarter. Remember na sa previous video ko, na-discuss ko doon na may option si teacher, si master teacher, kung ilang CO or classroom observation ang gusto niyang i-conduct for this 4th grading period. Isang MOV lang ang need ni master teacher na i-present sa kanyang rater for objective number 2, objective number 4, objective number 6, objective number 8, objective number 9, objective number 10, at objective number 12. Again, isang MOV lang pwedeng ma-present ni master teacher on these 7 objectives. Sa nasabi ko na kanina, kahit isang MOV lang ang ma-present, this one MOV can already target multiple objectives. But if si master teacher gusto niyang makuha ang rating 5, dapat piliin niya ang PMCF o yung Performance Monitoring and Coaching Form with annotation highlighting each objective. Now, gamit lamang ang PMCF, dito niya mapapakita na nagabayan niyang mabuti ang kanyang kapwa-guro o ang kanyang mga mentees in the attainment of what is required in each non-classroom observable indicator. So makikita yan dito sa PMES CO Tools for Highly Proficient Teachers. Now let's have the objective number 11 para sa ating mga master teachers. Reflect on evaluating learning environments that are responsive to community context, PPST Indicator 6.1.3. Isang MOV lang din ang need na i-present ni master teacher, pero kung gusto niyang makakuha ng rating of 5, isi-secure niya ang MOV na Synthesis of Evaluation of a Program, Project Activity that maintains the learning environment responsive to community context. Now, let's have objective number 13. Exhibited commitment to and support teachers in the implementation of school policies and procedures to foster harmonious relationship with learners, parents, and other stakeholders. PPST Indicator 6.4.3. Isa lang ang MOV na need niya i-present sa kanyang rater, pero kung gustong makakuha ni master teacher ng rating of 5, isi-secure niya ang MOV na Evaluation Report on the Implementation of School Policies, Procedures, or Minutes of Subject Area, Grade Level Meetings, or Professional Meetings on Evaluating School Policies and Procedures. Identify and utilize personal professional strength to uphold the dignity of teaching as a profession to help build a positive teaching and learning culture within the school. This is the PPST Indicator 7.2.3. Isang objective lang naka-reflect dito sa ating matrix of documentation, which is the reflection notes. Pero ang nakalagay dito sa CO Tools for Highly Proficient Teachers ay kung reflection notes lang ang ipepresent ni master teacher, rating 3 lang ang makukuha niyang rating. So nakalagay dito, MOV3 dapat ang need niya ipresent sa kanyang rater to get rating of 5. And this include annotated evidence of practice like documented feedback, remarks from superiors, or recognition from the school or community relevant to objective number 14. That's PPST 7.2.3. Again, to get rating of 5, dapat mapakita ni master teacher ang mga identified and utilized professional strength niya na nakatulong para mag-build yung positive teaching and learning culture beyond school or community centers. Now, how to strengthen the coaching, mentoring, and performance monitoring? Ano bang ibig sabihin ng frequent, short, period, and walk-through observations? Ano ang pagkakaiba nito sa regular monitoring and provision of technical assistance on teaching and learning process and materials? At paano i-compute ang rating ni teacher using the PEMES IPCRF for school year 2024-2025? We will answer these questions in the part 5 of my video on PEMES. And that's all for this video, teachers. Thank you so much for your support. And if you like the content of my channel, pakihit na lang po yung like and subscribe button sa ibaba para you will keep updated sa mga videos na i-upload ko in my YouTube channel. Again, thank you so much for watching and till next time. Keep safe, everyone!